everyone. This is Salida Spotlight with Heart of the Rockies Chamber of Commerce. My name is Shiloh. I'm here with Executive Director Lori Roberts and owner of Cafe Dawn, Don Heigl.
So we're here today because it's October and we want to talk about our chamber members. And Don has something coming up really soon. It's this Saturday.
This Saturday, yep.
And you want to tell us about it?
Sure, we're having Oktoberfest. It's an annual event for us. I think this is our 5th year to do it. What we do, it starts at 7 o'clock this Saturday, October 3rd. We buy German beers and have some Oktoberfest that are Colorado microbrews. We do bratwurst and sauerkraut and pretzels and German potato salad. We got our brats from Plowboy. They're going to be gluten-free, so if anybody's gluten-free, they can still have, no bun. And then Seasons Cafe is also doing our German potato salad and the pretzels. So it's a fun event. We also do Stein hoisting competitions, and that's a lot of fun. People really get into it, and they have to stand up there. And then I got a couple authentic Oktoberfest from Germany Steins for the winners. We have a men and a women's category, and so those are really cool. And it's just a lot of fun. Some people get dressed up. We obviously do. It's a really good time.
You don't wear this every day?
No. This would be difficult to make coffee in every day.
I don't know if you could do it.
Stein
hoisting. So we just time people. We've got these big pewter water pitchers that we fill with water, and people have to stand up, and then we just time how long they can do it. And so it's amazing how long some people can go. So it's a lot of fun, and it just gets people involved in the whole event. And so it's a really good time. It's just one of the events that we do at Cafe Dawn. The other one is in July for the 4th of July. We stay open late for the fireworks, but we do those 2 events. We stay open late, and it's a nice, fun time.
And I know the locals and the visitors alike really appreciate when our member businesses just get involved and do those things. And it's obviously it's fun for you guys, and it shows. And I know that on the 4th of July, the whole town kind of comes together, and the Salida Circus and the Salida Business Alliance, everybody gets out there and does something. But I remember walking by your cafe, and I was exhausted, but I wanted to go in there and have some fun. So it's always a good time down there. And as a side note, which is really important, Cafe Dawn was nominated by their peers for October Business of the Month.
Woo.
And so we'll be visiting Dawn tomorrow down at her coffee house to receive, there go the glasses, to receive Business of the Month. And that's being nominated by your peers is a very big honor, because it's because you give back to your community. And I know one of your biggest things that you support is Alliance Against Domestic Abuse, which is really important. And so we thank you for that, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And
Thanks.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, we're excited about that. That's one way that we like to use our marketing dollars is through supporting our community and donating to different causes and supporting different, the Alliance Against Domestic Abuse or the mountain bike team or, any of these local. We just like to keep that in town. So
yeah,
it's
and
important. The chamber,
and the Arc Valley High Rollers is a group that you work with, and and what I love about going into Cafe Dawn, and it's just my goodness, you see all your friends, and it's just a lovely time to start not just your morning, but all day long. And you have these beautiful garage doors that open up when the weather's lovely. If you haven't been there, why don't you tell them where you're located?
We're on the corner of G and First Street in downtown Salida, 203 West First Street. We're right across the street from the skate park. That's kind of a landmark here in town. We have a nice patio for this fall. It's so nice in Salida in the fall. You can sit outside still and get that morning sun. It's wonderful to meet up with your friends and have some coffee or tea. We have tea. and everything's organic, so it's good for you too.
And you can get a bite to eat. I
Yep.
know I love your muffins.
Yep. Seasons Cafe does that for us, so do a little shout out for them.
Yeah.
They do a really good job for us, so we
do you have a
appreciate their
website?
baking. And our website is cafe-dawn.com, and we're also on Facebook, so check us out there, give us a like, and yeah.
And visit us at www.salidachamber.org.
Welcome back to Salida Spotlight with the Heart of the Rockies Chamber of Commerce. My name's Shiloh. I'm here with Executive Director Lori Roberts, the Director of Salida Circus, Jennifer Dempsey, and Magic Steve.
So we're here today to, we're spotlighting Jennifer Dempsey, the director, again, of the Salida Circus. And if you haven't seen the Salida Circus, I guess you haven't gotten out because they are everywhere. Not just in Salida, not just the state of Colorado, but internationally. It's amazing the impact you've had on our own town and the joy you've brought to locals, visitors alike, and primarily to the children and the adults that have gotten involved with your program. And so we'd love for you to share all the happenings that you have going on in October, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. Well, we currently have 6 workshops going a week, and they take place at East Emporium on First Street, right across from Shallett's, and the Boys and Girls Club. And that's really, really great, and they're for ages 4 to 104. And we also have some October shows coming up. Locally, we have the Shed Fest on October 17th at Alpine Park, and we'll be performing between 1 and 2 o'clock that day. And we also have some out-of-town events, Spooky Circus in 60 Minutes at a Mercy Housing Association in Denver.
Nice.
And we'll be at Royal Gorge Boo at the Bridge on the 24th. And Magic Steve here, our resident magician, rigger, all-around right-hand guy, is also involved in the 2 shows at the Steam Plant this month. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we've got Kent Harriff's Tie That Binds, and I'm very fortunate to be doing the technical direction for that show. And there's a personal connection. I knew Kent personally, and Kent is actually Jennifer's stepdad. So
Oh, wow.
it's fun to work on a show like that. And then I'm also an actor and a board member with Stage Left Theater. And we're presenting The Women of Lockerbie, and that opens for 4-day run. And we open Thursday, October 15th, and run through Sunday. And that's a show not to be missed as well.
You're just not busy at all.
I have really nothing to do in my free time.
I'm amazed that you were able to make it this morning, the
Right,
both
right.
of you. My
No
goodness.
kidding.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys have a new location?
So we have a new training space,
Okay.
as I mentioned, East Emporium, and that's a huge shout out to Bonnie McDonald from formerly of Care and Share and now of House of Hope, and it's the back room of East Emporium, and she's turning it into a whole community space for all different community groups to come together and do their thing. And it's just opened up our workshop and our outreach foundation projects so much. And so we do 3 workshops there on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then the other workshops at the Boys and Girls Club.
That's great.
So, yeah. Hello, Bonnie. Thank you so much. Everybody in Salida says thank you
Hi,
for everything
Bonnie.
you do.
We love you, Bonnie.
Yeah. And then we always have, we're always working towards our next camp, and that'll be a 5-day camp over New Year's, that gap between Christmas and New Year's. So it'll give kids something to do and us something to do for sure. And this past summer, we were lucky enough to host the Belfast Circus for a 2-week homestay, cultural exchange. And next summer, we're in the works of finding out who's going to be visiting us next and where we're going to be going. So and we're always getting new recruits. It's very, very exciting, and we're going on our 8th year. We're in our 8th year, and it's just every year growing and growing. And even this week, we got 2 new recruits. And
Oh, wow.
a shout out to Sue Berger from Adult Ariel, who's joined the circus at at my age, which is great. So anyway, yeah, it's really great. And also we get so much support from the community that I just have to thank all of our monthly sponsors, and people have donated to our Raise the Ringmaster campaign, which supports the Boys and Girls Club. It's a free circus program for the members of Boys and Girls Club, and we couldn't do it without all the help we get from the community.
You guys do amazing things.
We're so proud to have you as a very active Chamber of Commerce member, and you have, if you haven't seen the circus, I mean, it's amazing. You see them do the aerial dances, and you're on stilts, and the acrobatics, and the magic that Steve does. Do you have
Yeah.
time to do one quick trick?
Yeah, I think I can go really quickly. I'm going to have Jennifer hold the microphone. Shiloh, do you mind helping me out? I know
Sure.
you didn't know you were going to have to go to work
That's
so early
okay.
this morning. Just go ahead and grab my wrist
Okay.
and take your second hand and reach it around the top.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah,
Like
just
that?
squeeze tight, okay? Squeeze tight. Okay, the fingers are turning blue, Shiloh, not quite so tight. Shiloh, this is a classic of magic. It's called the vanishing handkerchief. And Shiloh, the reason we call it the magic vanishing handkerchief is because the handkerchief is going to...
Vanish.
Exactly. Shiloh didn't know there was going to be a test this morning. I need to point out a couple things. Not using any sleeves, and Shiloh's holding on tight. So when that handkerchief vanishes, it's going to be cool.
Whoa!
Quite magic, right? But let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? Because it hasn't really even started yet. One more time, Shiloh. Are you watching carefully?
I am.
Okay,
I'm
once
watching.
again, not using any sleeves. Shiloh's hanging on tight, and there it goes. You
Woohoo!
oh, thanks.
Oh my
Now-
goodness.
Everybody wants to know where the magic handkerchief goes, and I'm sort of a weird magician, so I try to make it go to a weird place.
Whoa!
Shiloh, we had a nice little magic trick going, and it got kind of weird.
Yeah,
there.
they got a little awkward, but
You guys, it's been a real pleasure to be here. Thanks
Thank
so
you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you. May all your days be Salida Circus days.
that's right. And
Thanks
hey,
for having us.
fun fact for Halloween and magic: Harry Houdini died on Halloween, 1926.
That's right.
Ooh, spooky.
Yep. But he's probably in the room somewhere
Yeah,
right now.
He's
so
probably like, I was holding on to that handkerchief.
he was pulling it out. And so-
We'll be right back with Salida Spotlight and Heart of the Rockies Chamber of Commerce. Welcome back to Salida Spotlight with Lori Roberts, Executive Director of Heart of the Rockies Chamber of Commerce. I'm, of course, Shiloh, and we have got special appearance by Mr. Brock himself.
Yes, from Cahen, the
Cahen.
community radio station. I'm here to talk about the activities that we're doing in October. We just got through with our membership drive in September, and we appreciate everyone becoming members or renewing their membership and making donations. And we're coming up on our annual Halloween party, which is going to be, let's see, Friday, October 30th. It's going to be at the steam plant in the ballroom. There'll be a live band. They will have a costume contest with prizes. They do that every year. And it's all to help fund the Cahen Community Radio Station, so you can come out. This year it's on Friday the 30th, so you can actually have fun. You can get your costume ready. You can make sure that it's going to work for you. And then you can do your regular Halloween visits to the other places and down the street during Halloween that Saturday.
Yeah, well, I'm really relieved to find out that you have a live band and not an undead band, because that really would
We
have
did that
spooked me
once, and it
out.
was they just laid there.
Yeah, a little boring.
The zombies?
Yes.
Sure.
Well, the other thing too is every year we do the War of the Worlds on Halloween with
Oh my
Orson
goodness,
Welles
what's
from
that?
1938. Originally broadcast on October 31st, 1938. It scared the East Coast quite a bit, and we'll play that at least twice.
Okay.
We'll do it on Halloween night, and we'll do it on Sunday night during the Golden Age of Radio with
Oh my
John and
goodness.
Bob. And we do that from 6 to 8 every Sunday night.
And where can they tune in for that?
106.9 FM, and that's our Cahen FM signal, and that's your community radio station.
And you have a lot of featured people that come and do their own shows. I know you've done some. And,
Oh, yes. My
so-
brothers.
Yeah, so what kind of shows besides this special one that'll be happening during Halloween, what can people tune in for?
Well, thanks for the question, because that's actually, there's quite a variety of it. My brothers and I do Mondays called Cracked Eggs, and Mike is kind of in charge of that. Mike Campbell is my brother. If you haven't recognized me already, he's the one with the curly comb on top. He does Cracked Eggs, and it's from 2 to 4 on Mondays. There's other live shows as well through the week. We have, on Fridays, though, we have City Hall Speaks And that is on, let's see, from 2 to 3, and before that, from 1 to 3, or 1 to 2, is Inside Salida. And they'll be interviewing the candidates for mayor and
Okay.
the other positions in the city as well. So
And if people wanted to see what shows were on at certain times, are these featured on your website?
they are.
And what's that?
It is www.khen.org.
Wow.
We also have a Facebook as
Okay.
well.
And I know that when I tune in, when I'm in my car, and I get to hear is like certain times there's jazz and there's old time rag music.
The
or-
most variety radio station in the valley.
Yeah, blues and all, you guys get your personalities in there and you just share your love for music.
Yeah,
And,
and it's a
Absolutely.
community radio
Yeah.
station too. So we have public service announcements we do for a variety of different people and groups here in town, and we also promote some of the things that are going on too, with the chamber as well.
yeah, we're glad to have you as chamber members. And again, your party is at the steam plant, which is in historic downtown. It'll be Friday the 30th, October 30th.
From 7 to
And-
11.
And is it tickets for sale, or how does that work?
The tickets are going to be on sale, and you can buy them at the steam plant. You can also buy them at Cahan's office there on 3rd Street, right next to the Chamber of Commerce, or or right next to the community center, excuse
Right.
me. And I bet we can probably talk Lori and Shiloh
Oh,
of selling
sure.
our tickets
Oh, I
for us.
think we can manage that.
Yeah, we're located at 406 West Highway 50, and our website's salidachamber.org. Our
That's
number's
right.
539-2068, area code 719. If you're out of town and you want to come to an awesome Halloween party with prizes, dancing, great music, and I guess I
and a
imagine
great-
there's going to be a little bit of food and a little bit of beverage, and yeah, sounds like a great time.
Yes,
Yeah.
it always is.
And you wear other hats other than, of course, the chicken face.
I wear many hats throughout the community as
Right.
well.
And you work at the Salida Museum,
I do.
and you have new hours, yes?
Yes, the Salida Museum, which is adjacent to the Chamber of Commerce on Highway 50 in the Centennial Park, will be open on the weekends from 1 to 5. That's Saturday and Sunday. So you can visit our friends there and me at the Salida Museum from 1 to 5 on Saturdays and Sundays.
And they had a recent re-grand opening, and you guys have done a fabulous job of really updating the museum and making the displays really lovely. And so congratulations.
telling the story.
And
That
telling
was the
story.
other thing.
So if you haven't been to the Salida Museum, you got to go see it. A lot of locals haven't, but now we know your hours. You can still do it during the
The winter,
months.
yeah.
So thank you so much, Block.
Mr. Rock?
Thank you. And I appreciate all you do for us at the Chamber of
Absolutely.
Commerce.
Thank you, yeah.
We enjoy it.
That has been, we are Salida Spotlight with Heart of the Rockies Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Salida Spotlight with Heart of the Rockies Chamber of Commerce. My name is Shiloh. This is Executive Director Lori Roberts of the Chamber, and then Director Jonathan McDonnell with Ark Valley Humane Society, and the adorable and up for adoption Buck.
Yes, that's Buck.
So the Ark Valley Humane Society has been in operation since 1991.
Yeah, 2016 is going to be our 25th anniversary, which is
Wow.
really, really exciting for all of us.
It's
And
great.
you're a no-kill shelter
We are a no-kill facility, yes.
for unwanted and homeless, lost pets.
Absolutely.
And Buck, if you can see this wonderful 11-year-old dog, is just stealing my heart. And what Jonathan does and your staff and the many, many volunteers that you have, what you do in the community is so incredibly important.
Thank you.
And I have their Paw Prints, which is their annual newsletter. And if you've never seen one and you want to contribute and get one of these issues and be a part of the Ark Valley Humane Society, just contact Jonathan or the staff and get involved, because communities can't really do without what you afford us. It's amazing what you guys do. And in this October issue, this story, they're just personal to you, just shows that we have the director, the right person, really taking charge of the facility and giving so much to animals like Buck. And I just loved reading this. I don't want to talk about it because I'll start crying, but thank you so much for sharing not only the personal stuff you've been through, but explaining everything about and giving back and talking about your volunteers and just the mission that you have. And again, it's so important. Can you tell us about the facility and what's going on? And I think you mentioned Barktoberfest.
Yes, Barktober. Isn't that the month?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Barktober at Ark Valley Humane Society. We've got a lot of dogs right now, and unfortunately, the best way for us to relieve that is to get them adopted. So that's why we're having our first annual Barktoberfest this year.
Fantastic.
And all of our adult dogs are going to have a $50 adoption fee. Dogs like Buck here.
Okay.
And we've got such a wide variety of big dogs, small dogs, playful dogs, young dogs, old dogs. So if you're looking to add a furry friend, definitely check out the website, check out our Facebook page, stop by the facilities, get to know some of the dogs that we have there.
And what's your website?
ark-valley.org.
Okay.
And you have pictures on your website?
We do. All of our available animals, both cats and dogs, have photos and a short bio on our website. Give you a little bit of information about them, but that certainly doesn't take the place of coming to the shelter and getting to spend some time with them.
Oh,
No,
Right, Buck?
yeah.
That's right.
Because I'm up for
That's
adoption.
right. Yes.
And Buck is a
Yes,
very
yes.
social dog. He's 11. I was just noticing his teeth are just so healthy. We've got a really healthy little boy right here. And he was a star yesterday. Buck was on the radio with Jonathan. Oh, my.
Bless you.
And you also have an adjacent office. Your office shelter is up in Buena Vista,
Correct.
which is north of us. And we have a cat shelter down here in Salida, if you want to mention that, the Sunshine
The
Shelter.
Sunshine Adoption Center is primarily a cat facility. Every once in a while we'll have a few dogs there, but it's mainly designed to house adoptable cats.
Okay.
And that's a beautiful facility if you haven't been there. It's by the new stoplight in Poncha Springs. We encourage people to stop by there. But we know not everybody's a dog person, and that's
Right.
okay. We don't, we want to make sure that we've got pets for everybody. So
Right.
if you're looking for a cat, definitely swing by the Sunshine Adoption Center or our shelter in Buena Vista.
And what's the adoption rate on a cat?
Cats vary depending upon their age. Our kittens are always going to be a little bit more expensive, but our adult cats range anywhere from a waived fee all the way up to $50.
Wow, okay.
And what days of the week are you open?
In Buena Vista, we're open 7 days a week from
Oh,
11
wow.
a.m. to 5 p.m.
Wow.
And then at the Sunshine Adoption Center, we are open Thursday through Monday, noon to 5.
Okay, and you always have a featured pet every Wednesday morning?
We try to feature a pet every week. Sometimes we have to feature a few pets because they get adopted. So that's hopefully that'll be the case with Buck. Hopefully
Oh,
he'll
we
get
hope
adopted.
so.
Oh,
and
he
select something else.
will. He will.
Yeah, hopefully so.
So, well, thank you again. We are very lucky to have you in the community.
Thank you.
And thank you, Buck. We loved having you here today, and we hope you find a new home real soon.
That's right. He's a star in the making. This has been Salida Spotlight with Heart of the Rockies Chamber of Commerce.